and this is a bit of a different video from what you've seen. It's Magic the Gathering, if some of you know what that is. If you don't, it's essentially a card game that has been made into a video game in multiple different standpoints. Me and my friends, mostly the Collateral Clan type guys, we play this a lot in real life, and it's quite a fun game. Gets a bit annoying at times, but oh well. I'm going to be using the Exalted Darkness deck. As you can see, I have somewhat cleared some of this campaign. So for that sake, I will use a deck that, yeah, it has some unlocked things before, but I will, it gives you a good idea of how to be someone like Torrent and the guy head with certain decks that you have. So you usually start out with these two, Pack Instinct and Born Flame, and if you beat him, you get these all the DLC decks, this deck, which is Crosswinds, and so yeah, if you don't know the game, I can kind of explain what's going on, and we'll just hop right into this game. So I've beaten most of this campaign. I've gotten past Ajani. For those of you who know about this, I've gotten past Ajani, and that's the last person I faced, I believe. So I'm just past Ajani. I'm about to face some other people. I'm about to get to the last guy, but I haven't quite got to that, and I probably newbie of me. I am very sorry, guys. That was very foolish of me. Sorry about that. Very unprofessional. But, you know, this starting hand is not good. So I'm gonna mulligan, which essentially means I'm gonna draw a new hand of another 7 cards. You start out with 7 cards. This is a lot better hand. Got a good amount of mana and a good amount of cards. In 2 turns, I'll be able to place him out, and in I think 5 turns, I'll be able to place her out if I get another mana. Oh, no, another 2 mana. Yeah, no, another mana. I was right. And see, now I have a choice of playing 3 different cards, but I don't want to play this because that's usually getting rid of cards that you don't want. I'm gonna get him out since he has no defense. He has haste. He's a 1/1, and I can do the same thing as him, give him bonuses. But I'm just gonna straight up attack because he has haste. Normally, if a card does not have haste, you cannot attack on the first turn because it has a thing called Summoning Sickness. But since he has haste, I'm allowed to do that. So that's why I brought him out, get 1 damage right done to him. It may not seem like a lot of damage, but trust me, 1 damage right off the start is a pretty good thing. Now I got 3 choices here again. And I want to keep this again for when he starts getting creatures out, so I'm just going to put this guy out. And then I'm going to go into my combat phase, and I'm going to attack with him. And then since I can't do anything with that 1 extra mana, I'm going to go over here and activate his ability once to give him a 2/1, so 2 attack, 1 defense, and I'm going to hit him for 2 instead of just 1 because of his activated ability. Gives him what's called a pump, which is giving a creature a like 1/1 pump or counter, as they sometimes say, to level him up. Now I'm not going to do anything here, but I will attack with both these guys and give him 1 pump, 2 pumps, and give him 2 pumps. And so now, although I should have kept 1 and 1 for this card, that's fine for now, because even if he gets a creature out, this deck does not have any haste cards, so he cannot, you know, just get an ability straight out. Now this is where I'm starting to get worried. He has 4 cards available to play, and he's doing this, which this isn't a very good idea. I have this in one of my own decks. What this does is, if you can tell, it says when an Archromancer enters the battlefield, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. So if he casted a instant or sorcery spell with that card, he could put it right back in his hand from the graveyard, which means he used it. So he used that at a wrong time, and I'm just going to do this. do 2 on his creature and 1 on him, because it'll get rid of his creature and do 1 damage to him. And then I'll just straight up attack with him and him again. And I'll just pump this guy up for 1. And I'll do another 2 damage to him, and now he's now down to 9. Now this is a very aggressive approach, and with Born in Flame, you have to be aggressive, or else you're not gonna beat an opponent. So yeah, that's the thing. Now see, he's at his own step. He has 5 cards available. This deck could do something with those 5 cards, which is a bit scary. But I'm looking at my cards here. So I wanted with this card keep at least 1 and 1 mana. So I'm gonna do 1 pump on him and 1 pump on him. So I get a 3 damage going through. And then go here. Activate ability 1 time. So now I can still cast that at any time since it's an instant. So I can just immediately get rid of one of his creatures in his next turn. If he puts out a creature with 3 or less attack, 3 or less defense, which is toughness in this game. And so now I'm not so concerned. See, now he has a 3/1 flyer. I'm not too concerned about the 3/1 flyer, because I have other things I can easily take him out as well, so I'm not going to use that ability quite yet. I'm going to keep all these guys up. He cannot block unless he blocks with a... I'm just going to put in the counters now, because he can't block anyway. So I'm just going to continue, and I'm going to attack with both guys of mine. He can block, but then again I can do this if he decides to block. Because I have 2 other ones. This normally wouldn't seem like a good approach, but I'm still taking 3 damage off him, and in next turn if he can't block, he may be dead. Yeah, he will be dead because I can do any type of card. So look at top 2 cards of your library, put one of them in your hand and the other one on the bottom of your library. Okay, so this deck is a lot of control. Unfortunately, I've put it out of hand for him, so he really can't do anything. Now that I got this extra mana, this is gonna get a lot out of hand for this guy. Why can I not play him? Oh, Bloodthirst. That explains it. So I'm going to attack with solo him, in the fact that if I do, I can put this... I can't put this guy out, so what am I doing? I'm just gonna pump this guy up so he becomes just an all-out 6/1, and he can't do anything, so he's dead. I made him go -2. So that's how you beat Toland. Pretty easy opponent because he's the first one. They're usually not that hard, and after the match, if you win, you get a new creature for your deck. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like what I'm doing with this series, comment down in the section below, like it, make sure it gets out there, you know, view it multiple times, share it out to your friends, get us out there. Of course, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, subscribe, favorite, I think I already said that, share it out, set that as well. Next week, next video, I shouldn't say next week, well, we may make it on a weekly basis, but I doubtful. But on next video, I should say, we will face Garrick, which he is a Planeswalker. So, fortunately, there's no Planeswalkers in the game, so we won't have to deal with Planeswalkers, which can get very annoying. Let's just not get into that. Alright, see you guys.